Good evening, my name's Alex Campbell.
I'm Jasper.
And you're watching Dissecting Vikings. So, Lagatha.
Oh, fuck.
Jesus, I don't want to look at my eye. No, what were you going to say?
Again.
Lagatha.
Yes, again. And again.
We've been talking for 2 years and 20 episodes now. I'll try and cut in a clip of us back in the day talking about this. It's a long time ago. I was fat.
We're both fat. Or fatter.
Yeah. There were probably other significant differences in our lives.
Agatha has not aged a bit. We don't know if that's because they still like plastering her with makeup or if that's because...
Mostly the fatness though. But yeah, we wanted her to be like this crazy, eccentric weirdo with visions who had power and feathers in her hair and dreadlocks and facial tattoos.
And like giving out crazy prophecies and that, and tell them to go to war and shit, doing stuff that they clearly don't want to do.
Yeah.
Like if she was behind Bjorn and telling Bjorn to go and fucking randomly attack people and stuff, and Bjorn's like, I'm trying to be a good person, I don't want to do this, but you're my mother, but you're clearly batshit crazy. Like that would be an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
But that's just not what's happening. She's gonna die though.
Yeah, well,
That was foreshadowed.
Yeah, well, I don't know if you've seen it at the end. We might have been talking over the top of it.
No, I didn't see at the end with us. It's the guys with the brands.
Yeah, the Skorgamors. Bjorn refers to them as Skorgamors. I've never heard that word before, but I was like, that is a really cool word.
It is a cool word.
We should name our punk band Skorgamors.
Oh, you might want to look that up. What the definition?
I guess it's like a social pariah. Look it up and it's like pedophile.
Well,
we are the Skorgamors.
Yeah, you might want to. You might want to look that up.
Pedophiles.
You might want to look that up.
Horse before cart. First, we need to write the first EP.
Because my understanding was the most offensive Viking description of a person is basically somebody who commits buggery.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So you might want to find out what the definition of that is.
I'll look it up.
Yeah.
I will banish them for life. They will become outlaws. Skorgamors, men of the forest.
But yes, no, Lagatha should definitely be committing buggery.
I mean, yeah, years ago we asked for her to look old, and
They're trying to make her look old. The problem is the actress doesn't look old.
yeah, she looks like she's 20 still.
Yeah.
Like she has little prosthetic things under her eyes and her neck.
Yeah.
But they look like prosthetics.
She's got perfect skin and they can't.
Yeah, they're doing things, I don't know.
But like I said, they could have just covered her face in like facial tattoos and made her like a batshit crazy witch woman.
Yeah.
That
So
would've
if she
worked.
was brutally raped to death, would that be a satisfying...
I don't know that she's going to be brutal. No, I don't know. It's just she doesn't need to be raped. Because she's still her legacy is like I was thinking about this when I took a piss just before. What is the morality of Vikings?
It's kind of like power corrupts.
I don't think so. I think that the morality is something more akin to a sense of cyclical violence.
Yeah, okay.
Right, and that it just keeps this. It's a cycle that keeps repeating over and over and over again. Doesn't matter who the characters are.
Yeah, Ragnar was king. He couldn't do it. Ivar couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Harold couldn't do it. Bjorn's
not going to be able to do it.
Yeah. Everybody fucks it up.
Yeah.
Nobody can be king.
Well, lots of people are able to be king, but the cycle of violence continues.
Yeah.
And that's so. And all I want for Lagatha now is to have that moment of peace where she gets to build her little farm, and then watches it burn as she's then murdered. That's the setup. That's how it works.
It'd be a nice first lesson for Bjorn, right?
Yeah.
Because they were Ivar's sympathetics instead of murdering them. He's like, no, I won't be the harsh king.
I'll gets brutally
I'll
murdered.
take it easy.
Yeah.
I'll just give him a little face brand, and then they brutally murder his mum while he's off saving Harold.
Yep.
It's like, all right, you're king now.
Yeah.
This is what happens.
Welcome to the real world.
You're a good king, are you? All right. Lagatha's strung up. She's dead.
Yes.
What do you do now, buddy?
Yeah. That's exactly how it should go.
Yeah, and he's gonna go and save.
I mean, and it seems like that's what they're setting up.
Yeah.
But the fact that they're setting it up, I'd like to be surprised at some point.
Yeah, there are some subversions within Vikings. Other stuff plays out as you would expect. So who knows?
Yeah.
So it's been a while in this show now since we've seen somewhere new and somewhere different. But this season we're finally getting new place, new characters.
Yeah.
Russia and Prince Oleg, I believe his name is.
I don't know the names. I don't pay attention enough to actually know the names.
You only know the names of the characters that have been in it for like 8 years.
Well, yeah, barely. No, Ivor's name. Bjorn's name.
But yeah, it's nice to see Ivor juxtaposed against someone who is crazier than him. Because his whole thing, especially last season, was
He's gone mad, yeah.
he's the tyrannical dictator and
Yeah.
he's pushing it all too far and he's fucking got the face paint and he's God and he's sacrificing people and he's mad. And now it's like, oh,
He's met another ruler who has divine power.
yeah, and he has no power and he's exiled, so he's like kind of had to become more grounded and just like steadying himself and try to survive in the environment. And I was like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
this guy's crazy. What are you thinking about this new guy? Do you think he's an interesting antagonist for old Bjorny?
I think that he is. What was the name of the bishop from last season?
Hickman.
Heckman. He reminds me of him.
Oh, that's not good. That's not praise.
No, it's not praise. That is praise.
I mean, he's a better actor than Hickman.
Yeah, no, he's definitely a better actor. I'm just talking about the character.
Hickman was one tone, just
Yeah.
Lagatha. I talk like Christian Bale. La 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 la.
That guy was entertaining at the least. You could say that he was entertaining.
His dance was
He gave-
interesting.
He gave me a laugh.
Yeah. So you're a 12th century Russian historian.
Yeah.
Did they fly balloons?
That's possible.
Yeah, I mean, I can't say that's not
Yeah.
historically accurate,
I
but
don't know
it
about that.
seemed a bit like I don't know what's going on. Yeah,
Because even the balloon that they flew, they weren't really flying.
it wasn't a hot air balloon. They just like
It was a hot air balloon, but it wasn't like a.
I guess you
you build a bonfire and you get the balloon over the
Ah.
top of it, and it fills up the balloon for a little bit,
And then it
falls back down.
But how can you like control its descent?
You don't control the descent of a real balloon.
Yeah.
You go where the wind blows you.
Yeah, I worked with this guy named George, and he said that his wife went up on this hot air balloon. He was Greek, and he's like, "Hey man," she said, "go up in this fucking balloon, man. There'll be no worries, man."
Why do you sound Jamaican?
I don't know. He was weird. He was like Greek, where he grew up in Amsterdam, and he had this like sushi chef as his like mentor. He kind of had a scattering of like all these different European accents in one. He was more George than Greek, I guess. And yeah, anyway, the point of the story is his wife begged him to go up in this hot air balloon. He's like, "No, fuck that, man, fuck that." And the trip before his wife got on it went up and it like crashed into a shopping centre. Or at least that's what he told me.
Yeah.
I mean, George was known to spin a
yarn.
Yeah. But the point is, yeah, fuck hot air balloons.
Yeah, no, it's
And
not.
everyone says, "Oh, book you a romantic
Well,
hot air
it's
balloon."
the first sort of attempt at flight that man made.
Mm.
So,
From 12th century Russia.
apparently, yeah. Over the top of Kiev.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Fucking hell.
I presume this Prince Oleg is based on a real character, a real historic character.
I mean, if you believe in the conspiracy theories, the Middle Ages didn't happen.
What happened?
Oh no, it's like made up.
Like Australia and the Holocaust?
Mm.
And the Australian Holocaust?
The Emu Holocaust.
They beat us, Jasper. Now that's a Netflix special. The Emu Wars. Starring Hugo Weaving as the lead emu.
It's a lead emu, yeah. I can see that.
So I guess like the big question is this show still good?
I mean, we just watched it.
I watched
I didn't get up and walk away.
Yeah, I watched season 5, part 2 in the lead up to this, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. I think this format is fundamentally flawed of reviewing it. I don't think it works.
What do you mean?
This whole thing is pointless.
I mean, yeah, but what do you mean?
So like, last season Steven and I had all these problems with like pacing and like the dragging of the Iceland storylines, and it wasn't progressing fast enough for us, and it felt like it was repeating.
Yeah.
But then when you sit down and instead of watching an episode a week and dwelling on it and analysing and breaking it down, if you just watch it like in a big block,
It's It's
it
engaging.
works.
Yeah.
It flows. So yeah.
Yeah, I can see
Shit.
that.
But I enjoyed it. I think it's still a good show.
I don't think it's a bad well, okay, so it's not like Game of Thrones from last season.
No, that was a dramatic and obvious drop
Yeah.
off in quality.
But even still, regardless of how far it dropped off, this is still better quality than what that season was.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm not necessarily talking about like that there's been a drop in quality. Just saying like as quality goes, I mean it's better than watching Seinfeld.
That's not high praise either. I mean,
But that's supposed to be like
people
the great TV, right?
people say that. Well, as far as sitcoms
you know, as
go.
far as Americans go.
Yeah, like I've heard from a lot of people, including Steve, that Seinfeld is funny.
Yeah, I never got it.
I watched it when I was a kid and I enjoyed it, but then I just went to school and got like horribly chastised
No.
about my beliefs, and I was
Do you
like,
know, do you know what my kids have been watching and like legitimately enjoying?
The Mandalorian?
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air
Okay,
on
so,
fucking Netflix.
so don't trust.
I don't know, hey,
10-year-old
they
Alex.
sit there and watch it, and it's like, okay,
And what do you
There you
think
go.
about it?
they're black.
Say no more!
I've heard of you. Ivor. The Boneless.
I know that most people don't get into television as much as me, or like seep into media, or like become all obsessive and weird. Like, I feel like a lot of my life is spent like absorbing music or movies or film or television. It seems to take up a big part of me.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah,
Some might say too much.
yeah, I mean, a lot of people say too much. But lately I've been kind of like, because this is the last season, ratings have dropped and the show's been cut off. So there's going to be one last season, which will be 2 blocks of 10 episodes.
Okay.
So there's 20 more episodes, and then we're
At
done.
least they're doing a decent season.
Yeah, I mean, 20 episodes is a lot.
Not like
You
Game
can
of
fucking, yeah, 7 episodes wrap up this, yeah, there were 20 episodes. And I've been kind of getting nostalgic about how long I've been watching this show. Like, I've been watching it since the beginning, 2013. I was like, so long ago.
It used to be on ABC.
Yeah, I was like a different
I
person.
used to watch ABC,
Yeah,
free to air television.
Well, that's what I was thinking about, like the drop off. Was like, yeah, streaming services. Like, who the fuck is watching the History Channel? Like, sure, maybe yeah, Ragnar's dead, and fuck this. Also, like, yeah, nobody's watching the History
That's fair,
Channel.
that's very fair. Who the fuck buys Foxtel these days?
Oh, old people.
And retards.
Yeah, and old retards. Well, once that generation is dead, like,
Yeah.
it's just the stragglers.
Yeah.
We don't want gay marriage. Marijuana should be illegal. A current affair. They just, come on, would you just die? Please. Do away with television, weed can be legal, and the gays can get married. We'll all be happy.
Next month, me and Alex are getting married in marijuana wedding.
That we're streaming on Netflix. Netflix is giving us money to make a reality show where we get blazed and get married in Bali. I mean,
a black guy to marry us.
Get who?
A black guy to marry us. Will Smith.
Will Smith. Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
It's actually moi, motherfuckers.
First of all, I just want to mention that guy getting torn apart by the ropes and then played in a loop with techno music for like 20 seconds.
Heute very good, Allah! Heute very good, Allah!
And then we probably need to talk about Ivar and Oleg's bromance. Because I feel like there is a bit of
Yeah.
something going on there.
No, like, yeah, definitely.
Well, the guy's crazy, and he seems to be always crying about his dead wife.
He clearly wants to have
Sexual intercourse.
sexual intercourse with Ivar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a clear thing. It's gonna. I imagine it's gonna end up like a Frodo and Samwise kind of scenario.
But it's not out in the air, but it's obvious for everyone. Also, what did you think of that puppet show?
The puppet show.
Yeah.
That was a bit left field.
Yeah, I mean...
But it was also kind of disappointing because like it maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I didn't see what the lead up to it was. Like, was that supposed to be some sort of legend or something that they have, or they were literally just telling the story of the prince?
Yeah.
Because it was sort of like, you've already told us this story.
Yeah.
So why are we reiterating this? And it would have been cooler if the puppet show was some fucking crazy mythological.
Went on for
puppet show.
longer. Yeah, I think it was just referring to his tragic backstory of murdering his missus.
But it was just reiterating that story, which was a shame.
Yeah, it's just the way it was filmed and stuff. I was really high when I first watched this episode. I'm like, what the fuck? Puppets. I'm like, yeah, it was shot well. It's shot how you would want a puppet sequence in a historical
And
drama.
that scene where they like both turn and look.
Yeah, he's like walking up behind them.
Yeah.
And for a second you're like, what the fuck's going on? But that should have been the whole episode.
That would be cool. They just do an episode of puppets.
Well, yeah.
Like Team America style
Yeah,
Vikings. That'd be fucking amazing.
You have like the live actors of Ivar and Oleg watching a puppet show, and they're like, "What the fuck's happening?"
No.
And then it cuts to Bjorn and Lagertha, and then their puppets.
No,
are like,
you
"What?"
don't even do that. It's like Bjorn's kids go into the market in Kattegat and sit down to watch a puppet show, and then the rest of the show, like
Becomes a puppet.
it starts out as like puppets on the little stage, but then the camera angle changes and now there's suddenly more stage, and it's just like the story, but it's far more elaborate than what could be on a stage in Kattegat. You expand it out, it becomes just a story of like...
It's like a Viking holiday where everyone does hectic amount of magic mushrooms.
And you just
It
do
all turns
like
into puppets.
the story of what like the people of Kattegat, how the people of Kattegat see like the ruling class.
Yeah,
That would be
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
amazing.
And then it cuts to the end, and Ragnar's like the puppet master above it all, like
These big, like a fucking giant dude. Yeah.
4 times as long now. So all the sons have always like been playing off parts of Ragnar's personality. You got Ivar, who's the violence and like the military aggression. Bjorni, who's like the exploration. You got Ubar, who's like the settlement and the relationship with England. Not so much this season, but in last season. And now, like Vitzek was always the beta cuck, and now he's like the mushroom fiend alcoholic. It's just like, he's the season 3 drug addled Ragnar, drowning that Asian bitch. It's just like, is he ever gonna have like...
No. He's a failure.
I guess that's real life.
Yeah.
Not everybody gets their fucking character arc and comes out of it.
Yeah, I don't
Some
think
people are
he's-
just failures.
I don't think he's gonna... The problem with him is he's a coward, right? That's his story. He's
Well, they're all like
he's
doing
Ragnar's
stuff.
self-doubt and loathing. That's what he is.
Yeah, rough ones. Yeah.
So yeah, he's the failure.
You got the short end of the stick there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's like that Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Oh yeah. You're the shit one.
Yeah.
All the purity and strength went into Julius. All the crap that was left over went into what you see in the mirror every morning.
Whoa. You telling me I'm the crap?
No, this is not true,
Well,
Vincent.
wait a minute, Julius. I want to hear this. You telling me that I am the leftover crap, that I'm no good?
He's wrong.
Look at it.
So of all the new storylines they're doing, the one I look forward to the most, which is kind of stalled, is Uber going on some adventure to America. Said land.
Oh, I hadn't picked up on that, but and then that makes sense. It's that what the fuck was that movie? Valhalla Rising. Now there was a movie.
By what's his name?
Yeah, that guy. With one eye, old one eye.
Yeah, Matt Mika. But the director, he did Bronson, and he did. He did Bronson, and he did Only God Forgives, that one with Ryan Gosling and his hand get chopped off, and he's in Thailand.
That fucking
He did
movie
Drive,
was a movie.
and The Neon Demon, you know, that models one.
Oh, okay.
What's his name? Nicholas Winding Refn. Oh man, I watched this fucking interview with him. I'll cut in whatever I can of it here, but yeah, they're basically, I think Kevin Smith was interviewing him, and he's like this Swedish guy, and he just asks him like this stock question about how did this movie get made, and he goes on this big spiel about being on like cold and flu tablets and being high and not having his license, and he was in a car with somebody he wanted to cast, like a big celebrity. I forget who it was, and he started crying in front of them and stuff, and it's just like, he's the most weirdest, obscurest, off, like, Swedish, drug-addled, beta cuck guy ever.
That's great.
And yeah, he's made some of the most interesting movies of the last decade.
Yeah.
Or maybe we're just weird.
Oh, well, yeah, weird. That's money really up for debate. But
But I mean, Bronson,
Valhalla Rising.
Valhalla Rising, the Neon Demon.
Neon Demon,
Only
yeah.
God Forgives was good.
That was a movie.
Drive was pretty good.
Yeah, Drive was a movie.
If you want to try Bronson reviews, right up here.
So we're sitting in a car, and you know, when you're very stoned and very high, and you're feverish, and you're kind of just all over the place, you know, you start to kind of nod along a little bit. You start to sing the lyrics, but because you're stoned, your hearing has gone down, I think. So I turned it really obnoxiously loud, and then I really start singing the song. You're like, I can't fight this feeling anymore. And then a lot of things are happening at that moment. We just had our second child, who was, you know, very young at that time. I was in LA, we live in Copenhagen. What the fuck am I doing here? Harrison Ford won't die. The whole thing is a disaster. Life sucks, and it's over. And so I build myself in a frenzy and I start crying. So
In the car with Ryan Gosling?
are falling down my cheek as Ryan is driving his car looking just straight ahead.
None of these notes make any sense to me. These are all the rambled scribblings of a madman. I hate it when it's obvious in film that someone isn't really playing an instrument, but then the kid's fretting hand looks legitimate. Yeah.
The scene where he's playing the. Oh, well, so I said when we were watching the movie, someone needs to take a hammer to that kid's head.
You are a violent human being.
Well, it's no, I was thinking about this when we came in, right? So it's I forget the guy's name. I think he's like Russian or something. It's such and such's gun.
Okay.
It's the theory that it's in like the first act. There's a gun on the wall. By the third act, it has to have been used.
Yeah.
So the kid has to have an arm, right? They have to use him somehow. He doesn't have any lines, so he's not a character. He's a prop.
Yeah.
Right. So and as I said, the morality of the show is that of cyclical violence. So if if you were gonna give the audience what they want, the
Yeah.
reason why they're coming, you take a hammer to the kid's head.
Well, yeah.
It's just a mathematical equation, really.
Oleg referred to him as the keys to the kingdom, and
Yeah.
basically said, "I want the keys in my pocket." And Ivor seems to be befriending him for whatever reason because he is the rightful king.
He's also a child.
And
That's
I guess-
sort of Ivor's character.
Yeah, that's true. And yeah, when he was playing that whatever fucking 12th century
Mandolin
Russian
thing.
lute thing, yeah, the fretting looked legitimate.
Yeah, no, it did.
And I'd like to see all the outtakes of fucking Ivor spitting out those plums and trying to catch them. So I bet you they were a fuckload.
Or they were just CGI'd in.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, with something that small, it'd be hard to tell these days.
Yeah.
So Bjorn is communicating with the seal like he's Ghost Obi-Wan Kenobi
He
now?
is Ghost Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's literally Ghost Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you feel about
No, like, I mean, it's a crossover with Star Wars.
that?
He's got the high ground.
So it's like actually Alec Guinness?
Yeah, he's just been in makeup this whole time. Well, that's why they covered his face.
I mean, if Ghost Obi-Wan did just fade into this show, I'd be down.
Yeah, I'd go with it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, just throw a spanner into the works. Who cares? We're like 9 seasons deep.
Yeah. Just have fun, yeah. No, I don't know. The problem is that it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, well, he asked him a question, he said, I can't answer you the question, and then it rolled credits.
Yeah, and that's going to be it.
Yeah.
It's if they did the same thing with Ragnar a bit. Ragnar started to go a little bit more crazy. If they started playing it, it's like, okay, now Bjorn's hearing voices.
Yeah.
Okay, now we're doing something. It's going somewhere. It's becoming interesting.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do that. Bjorn's not going to start hearing the fucking seer every other
Yeah.
moment. It's going to have like a nagging voice questioning everything he does, and start like, oh fuck, I'm hearing this voice, and how do I react to it? And I reckon that the most common form of auditory, like in psychosis, the most common form of auditorial hallucination is the repetition of your own inner voice. So you'll think something and then it will repeat it back to you.
Oh, that's not nice.
No, yeah, right. And so if they went down that road and used the seer's voice to then repeat, like, and start to talk to him and shit, that'd be interesting. Okay, now we're onto a storyline. It's taking us into a direction that we weren't predicting,
That is an
They're not gonna
interesting
do it.
observation though, because it will go nowhere.
No.
And like Obi-Wan in fucking Empire was like, Luke, you need to go visit Yoda, the Jedi Knight who trained me. And he's like, I'm dying in the snow. And he's like, yeah, okay. The next step in your character arc is for you to go to the Jedi Master who trained me. But he's not gonna do that.
No.
He's not gonna be like, how will I fight Harold? And the seer will be like, no, man.
Yeah,
I can't tell you anything ever.
I'm just like part of the terrain.
Yeah, I'm a rock. A callback to remember me?
Yeah.
We all remember the
Well, that's Lagatha's whole arc at this point.
Flashbacks to like season 1 and
Yeah.
stuff. But it's either going to subvert the rape, murder.
I don't know that they're gonna. I don't think that they're gonna rape her. I don't think. They need
Actually,
to.
I scrolled past like a clickbait article while I was on the toilet that Michael Hurst, the writer, had death threats about killing off Lagatha.
Oh really?
But I never read the article, so I can't offer much. But I read the title.
I mean, the guy probably deserves death threats.
I was like, yeah. No. Just scrolling through all these articles and never click into.
I mean, there are people out there that get invested in just meaningless shit.
Yeah, like Mark and I in Star Wars.
I mean,
Like I said, I don't know. Appreciating media appears to be a big.
but we were talking about this in the car before. That like vast majority of the stuff that people talk about is just not.
meaningless
it's
noise,
just not meaningful.
static.
And people seem to be really invested in it, man.
Yeah. I mean, what else are they gonna do? Think about their terrible, terrible lives.
Yeah, I mean, more power to them if you've got such a terrible life that you've fallen in love with a fictional character and you're gonna fucking send death threats because you think they're gonna get killed off.
I mean, they're obviously single and, like, I don't know. Something's going on there. They're not normal people.
No.
I mean, yeah, I don't know. They're not normal people. It might be bullshit though. It might not be.
There's a lot of that.
Who the fuck knows?
Their ratings are dropping off, so they're trying to drum up.
Yeah. People are trying to kill our writer.
Yeah.
Please watch the History Channel. It's like 50-year-old people that like click in like, what?
Aliens.
That show's still going.
Is it?
Yeah.
Fuck, really?
It's not even ancient now. It's like fucking Abraham Lincoln and shit.
Jesus Christ.
I'm subscribed to the History Channel for like Viking stuff, and every now and then they'll do like a little ancient alien snippet, and I'll click on it, and it's like, wow, this is fucking. It just keeps on. Well, you know, you do the Aztec temples and the pyramids, and then
Yeah,
like,
my kids have been fucking clicking on all the really clickbaity stuff. Like all the, you know how you see the pictures of the reaction videos, and they've got like the stupid shocked face.
yeah,
Looking at some mundane fucking crap.
yeah.
I keep getting suggested those now because my kids have been going in on the computer and clicking on shit.
That's fucking rough. I hate YouTube. I remember once Steve like posted a video of like bricks in a washing machine on our chat, and I like clicked on it. I'm like, oh wow, yeah, that thing
That's
really.
funny, yeah.
And then like all my videos were like bricks in a washing machine. I'm like, and then like
Yeah,
you just,
the algorithm that suggests this video to you is terrible.
yeah.
It's
You
crap.
listen to a Tool song, and then you go into the recommended for more Tool songs, and it's just like random bullshit. Like, don't you realize I want to watch another song? I hate you. I go on you, and there's nothing. I know there's content out there. It's like 2 terabytes get uploaded every second.
Yeah.
But because of like the weird fucking loop of what it suggests, it never gives you what it wants and just fucks you around. Please like, subscribe, and comment if you want to watch more of this shit.
Garbage.
Pass. 2 people in the garage drinking beers. Kind of talking about Vikings. Maybe.
Maybe. Vaguely.
Vaguely. So, Floki.
Is still non-existent?
Do you reckon Gustav Skarsgård is just like, I'm done?
No, he had a heart attack. He's actually dead.
That's the guy who played Odor from DS9 died.
Oh, okay.
You never watched DS9. R.I.P. Renee
Zellweger?
Yes, Renee Zellweger played Odor in DS9. Nah, Gustav Skarsgård's still alive. He's not doing anything else. He was in Westworld that once.
Oh, yeah.
He was the guy that looked like Floki.
Yeah, that guy.
So yeah, basically in conclusion, I mean, I don't know. We're reviewing this because we started reviewing it like 2 years ago, and
Because he drags me along with these fucking things.
felt like we probably needed to review it.
I mean, it's not iron. Like, I enjoy coming over and drinking beers and eating pizza and watching fucking Vikings.
Yeah, I mean,
That was really high-pitched.
yeah, I do that. My voice has moments where like, yeah, it'll just go on this high-pitched tangent, and that's like, I grow weird. What's the opposite to testosterone?
Yeah.
What is it? The female one?
Estrogen.
Estrogen. Well, I don't know what you want from me, man. Oh, we should talk about Bjorn's she-bear of a wife.
Would you call her She-Shrek?
Princess Fiona. Do you reckon she's doing steroids?
I think she's gorgeous.
I mean, she's pretty.
Yeah.
But she has an enlarged clit from abusing steroids. We all know it.
I mean,
That's what Bjorn's into these days.
wouldn't you be?
I don't know. Was that line from Clerks 2? One of the guy's partners has a large clit. He's like, yeah, but the step after large clit is small dick.
I mean, she's definitely. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she has a small dick.
Yeah.
She's big.
She's a huge bitch.
But not in a bad way though. Like she's not fat.
No, I assume she would be like muscly, like her shoulders and her neck looks like she's.
She could catch a fish with her teeth.
Yeah. And they're setting up some romance there where he's gonna fuck a slave, but I don't care.
Well, I want to see her go full Hulk on that bitch.
Yeah.
Tear her apart with her bare hands.
Ooh, yeah. Just
That'd
rip
be
her
great.
clothes off and
Yeah.
strangle her, put a cigarette out at her. Tie her up.
Yeah.
Alright, in conclusion, Vikings continues to be Vikings.
It does continue to be Vikings.
It's been the same writer every episode
Oh, really?
since
That's
the beginning.
impressive.
He writes every single episode. Michael Hurst. By the time this is finished, there'll be 89 episodes, and he's written every single one. And I feel like even though like our archetypical hero died, and we invested so much time and effort into him, that the quality's still there.
Yeah.
Just the ratings and the audience is gone. Apart from us. Apparently. Thank you for watching Really Bad. If you guys would like, subscribe in the comments, tell us got all the facts on how opinions are null and void. Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Heute very good,